Welcome to a slow, beginner-friendly lesson on choosing between Python collection types, made for absolute beginners. Let's learn to choose. Last lesson you met the 4 collection types: list, dict, set, and tuple. Today we answer the question every beginner asks next: which one do I use? The honest answer is, it depends. But it depends in a structured way. You ask 4 short questions about your data, and the right type falls out. This is a practical decision guide, not a deep dive. We use real scenarios, a shopping list, a phone book, unique tags, and fixed coordinates. The decision guide begins. Let me recap each type in one line. A list keeps items in order, first, second, third, like a shopping list. Order matters, items can repeat, and you can change the list later by adding or removing items. You reach items by position, starting at 0. Lists are the default choice when you have a row of values and you care about their order. Order is the list's job. You have met the 4 tools. Now the real skill begins, knowing which one to pick up for which job. Every program from here on asks you to choose. Picking is the new skill. A dictionary maps keys to values. Think phone book, the name is the key, the number is the value. You look up a value by its key, not by position. Keys must be unique, but values can repeat. Dictionaries are the choice when you have pairs of things, a name and a number, a product and its price, a setting and its value. Names point to values. A set holds unique items, with no duplicates. You add Python twice, the set keeps it once. Sets are unordered, there is no first or last, just membership. You mostly ask one question: is this item in the set? That question is answered fast. Reach for a set whenever the rule is, no duplicates allowed, and I only need to know if something belongs. Uniqueness is the rule. A tuple is like a list, but fixed. Once you create it, you cannot change it, no adding, no removing, no reassigning items. Tuples are for data that should not change: GPS coordinates, an RGB color, a date of birth. The fixity is the feature. When something must stay exactly as it was created, a tuple says so clearly. Fixed means safe. Choosing well is a skill, not a memory test. You will not always be right the first time. You get better every time you make the choice consciously. Skill grows with practice. Here is the 4 type recap in one breath. List, square brackets, ordered, changeable, duplicates allowed. Dictionary, curly braces with colons, key value pairs, fast lookup by key. Set, curly braces without colons, unique items, unordered, for membership tests. Tuple, parentheses, ordered like a list, but fixed and unchangeable. Hold these 4 shapes in your head before you choose. 4 shapes, 4 jobs. Here is the heart of the lesson. To choose between the 4 types, you ask 4 practical questions about your data. First, does order matter? Second, do I look up items by name or key? Third, do I need uniqueness, no duplicates? Fourth, must the data not change after creation? Each question points toward certain types and away from others. Answer the 4, and the choice usually becomes obvious. 4 questions do the work. First question, does the order of items matter? If yes, if first, second, third means something, you want a list or a tuple. Both keep items in the order you put them, and you reach them by position. If order does not matter, you open up the dict and the set, which are about lookup and membership, not arrangement. So the very first fork in the road is, do my items live in a row? Order leads the way. 4 small questions, 4 small answers. The path from a fuzzy problem to the right type is shorter than it looks. 4 steps to one answer. Second question, how do I find a value? If you find it by name or key, find 8 as phone number, you want a dictionary. The key points directly to the value. If you find it by position, give me the 3rd item, you want a list or a tuple. If you only ask whether something belongs, never which one, a set is enough. The shape of your lookup points to the right type. Lookup shape picks the type. Third question, do I need uniqueness? Are duplicates meaningful or are they noise? A shopping list might repeat milk, that is fine, write it twice. But a list of tags should never repeat Python. When duplicates are not allowed, reach for a set. A set enforces uniqueness automatically. A dictionary also has unique keys, even if its values repeat. Duplicates tell you a lot. Fourth question, must the data never change after I create it? If you will add, remove, or update items as the program runs, choose list, dict, or set. All 3 are changeable. But if the data should be locked in place, a GPS coordinate, an RGB color, a date of birth, choose a tuple. Once created, a tuple cannot be modified. The fixity protects the data. Fixity is a feature. Walk through the 4 questions in order. Does order matter? If yes, ask, must it stay fixed? If yes, tuple. If not, list. If order does not matter, ask, do I look up by key? If yes, dict. If not, ask, do I need uniqueness? If yes, set. If not, a list still works. 4 short questions, 1 answer each, and you arrive at the right type without guessing. Run the 4 in order. Real programs are made of real scenarios, a list here, a dictionary there. The choice is rarely abstract for long. Real data, real choices. First scenario, a shopping list. Order matters, you walk the store in the same order each time. Duplicates are fine, milk twice means 2 milks. The list grows as you remember items. A list is the natural fit. Shopping equals milk, bread, milk, eggs. Append butter at the end. Reach the first item by index 0. This is the everyday case where a list feels right. Lists fit rows of things. Second scenario, a phone book. You never ask for the third entry, you ask for Ada's number. Lookup is by name, not by position. A dictionary fits perfectly. Phones equals Ada mapped to her number, Grace mapped to hers. Look up Ada by key. Add Linus by assigning a new key. Whenever your data is pairs of name and value, a dictionary is almost always the right choice. Names belong in dicts. Third scenario, a set of tags for an article. Each tag should appear once, Python twice does not mean anything. Adding Python again has no effect. The set keeps 3 unique tags. You mostly ask, is Python in the set? Membership, fast. When your rule is no duplicates and you only care about belonging, a set is exactly the tool. Tags belong in sets. Every beginner reaches for the wrong type at some point. That is not failure, it is how the right intuition eventually sticks. Wrong choices teach you. Fourth scenario, a GPS coordinate for your home. Latitude and longitude come as a pair, and they should never change after you write them down. A tuple locks them in. Home equals 52.07, 4.27. Reach latitude at index 0. Try to reassign it and Python raises type error. When the data is a fixed record, a tuple says it clearly. Coordinates belong in tuples. Here is a common beginner mistake. You have pairs of data, names and numbers, and you reach for a list of pairs, then loop through it to find a match. It works, but it is slow and clumsy. The moment you notice you are searching a list for a name, switch to a dictionary. Lookup by key is instant, and the code reads like plain English, phone square brackets Ada. Spot the search, switch to dict. Notice that none of these choices is absolute. A shopping list could be a tuple if you never edit it. A phone book could be a list of pairs if it stays tiny. There is rarely one right answer, only the answer that fits your situation today. Pick the type that reads cleanest, and switch later if it starts to hurt. Intuition for the right choice grows with every program you write. Pick, then adapt. Quick self-check. Can you name the 4 questions you ask your data? Can you match each of the 4 scenarios, shopping list, phone book, tags, coordinates, to a type? Can you explain why a dictionary beats a list for a phone book? Can you explain why a tuple fits coordinates? Say each answer out loud. If any feels shaky, rewind a few minutes. The decision guide only works if you can run it in your head. Say each answer aloud, choosing in one breath. If order matters and the data can change, list. If order matters and the data must stay fixed, tuple. If you look up values by key or name, dictionary. If you only need uniqueness and membership, set. 4 questions, 4 types, 1 answer each. Hold these 4 mappings in your head, run them every time, and the right choice becomes a habit instead of a guess. 4 lines, 4 choices. From here, we slow down on each type. Lists first, how to create them, index into them, slice them, append and remove. Then dictionaries, how to look up by key, how to add and update pairs. Then sets, add, remove, membership. Then tuples, indexing and unpacking. After the deep dives, you will use each type without thinking. The decision guide stays in your head the whole way. Deep dives come next. If you want a quick practice, write 1 line per type. A small shopping list. A tiny phone book with 1 entry. A set of 2 tags. A tuple holding a coordinate. Notice how each scenario fits its type naturally: order, lookup, uniqueness, fixity. When you can match a fresh scenario to a type in a few seconds, the decision guide is yours. Match each scenario. Thanks for learning how to choose. Next we slow down on each type, one at a time. Choose with confidence.